Oliver Armstrong here. I want to talk to you about the healing time frame with regards to how long you've had a problem. It doesn't matter if it's anxiety, depression, the emotional pain of a divorce, of a breakup, of betrayal, or whether it's some form of post-traumatic stress from, a form of child abuse or physical abuse or emotional abuse or some traumatic incident or accident that occurred. It doesn't matter what the problem is, and it doesn't matter how long you've had the problem. That does not dictate how long it will take you to emotionally heal and to resolve and release the emotions of those past events and those past situations. I've worked with women who have held on to the emotional pain for over 20 years. I've worked with people in the past for lifelong phobias who held one in particular for 40 years. They held a phobia of flying. And within a couple of hours, we were able to release that phobia completely. And they then took a trip and went over to Europe on a plane. The misconception that exists is that, because I've had this emotional pain for 30 years, I'm never going to heal. Or it's going to take me another 30 years to get over it. It's going to take me 10 years of, talking about my problem to therapists and friends and family. It doesn't have to be that way. When you utilize methods that work at the emotional level, then change happens very quickly. Or can happen very quickly when guided properly. I just worked with someone in an entirely different country to where I am who had been in a state of depression for a long time. And within this 2-hour call, we did a lot of changes, but within that 2-hour call, we were able to lift their depression. Now, they'd had this for a long time, and it didn't take months of talking about how they feel and what they think to lift it. 2 hours, we were able to lift their depression. And this isn't uncommon. When you work at the emotional level, changes are far more significant, far more dramatic than just talking about your problems over and over again and rehashing the past. That makes things worse. It doesn't really solve anything. My point here, just because you've had the emotional pain for months or years or decades, that doesn't dictate how long it's actually going to take for you to heal, to recover, and to move on. I work with women who are emotionally suffering, and I help them heal and move on confidently within 5 weeks. And I get a lot of women saying to me, I've had this for over 30 years. I don't believe that it can be resolved in 5 weeks. I understand that with the traditional therapy methods, it cannot happen. But with the approach that I utilize, which is, utilizing conversational hypnosis, utilizing non-standard methods, incorporating neuroscience principles, I've developed an approach which allows these changes to happen very quickly. And it's a process that I just guide people through, and they make their own changes because all changes happen internally. I just want to really point out that if you've had a problem for a long, long time, it doesn't mean it's going to take a long, long time to heal. You can heal very quickly if you find the right methods for you, if you find the right modality, the right treatment for you. Just because other things haven't worked for you up to this point, don't give up. Keep looking until you find that method, that treatment, that solution that will work for you to heal quickly. If you want to know more about what I do, you can message me directly, or you can get on a free strategy call with me, and we will discuss in more detail how my approach will be able to apply to you, if it will apply to your situation. Otherwise, keep searching for that solution that will help you, for that treatment. Go out of traditional Western medicine, go into non-traditional therapies. So don't give up. Expand your mind, look somewhere that you haven't looked, and realize that You can heal a lot faster than the length of time that you've held the problem for. So don't give up. You can heal quickly. You just need to find what works for you.